Hi guys, welcome back to Island Girl Gardening. I just gave you just a quick preview of our collards that are growing in part of our fall garden. And we started these just a few weeks ago and they're looking actually pretty good. So I just wanted to give you just a small walkthrough today, just to give you a preview of what we've planted and what's going on here today in Virginia. Hopefully you guys have had an awesome weekend. It is a beautiful day here in Virginia, and just doing a quick walkthrough. A couple things I want to show you that I'm working on for the garden, as additions to the garden. You know, prayerfully that they will work and they will work out. But as I was showing you, that's our collards coming in. And then this is the bed that I planted with my kohlrabi. As you can see, we got sprouts coming in. And then I got my blue Hubbard squash right here. Forgive my shadow. And then I also have my strawberry crown squash coming in. And then on the end here, I have sugar pie pumpkin. Don't know how any of them are going to do, but I thought I would give them a try. I did start pumpkin earlier this year in the greenhouse, but I think the greenhouse was a little too warm for it. So I just decided I would give it a go this time of year to see what happens this time of year. Let's see. We're looking at the pepper bed, which is still thriving. As you can see, this is our Carolina Reapers. Now we have gotten a ton of Carolina Reapers this year. And if you can see how tall this plant is, it's like three or four of them behind me, and they're all about this tall. They've all been producing. They're still producing, so they have really done good. These are actually plants that we overwintered from last season. So, of course, they will go into the greenhouse again. I will show you once I start overwintering my plants and cutting them back. I will do a video just showing you how I do that and then placing them in the greenhouse for the winter. The greenhouse did get a little update. She got a new roof that let you take a quick look at it. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's a darker roof. It helps to keep a little bit more of the sun out of there, so it's not hot. So she's gotten that, and she's also getting some insulation for the winter, so that once we put our plants that we are overwintering inside of the greenhouse, she'll have some insulation. We'll do a quick walkthrough, but I'm just going to show you real quick. That is the insulation that's going in. You can kind of look down there and see she's getting some insulation in. So she'll be ready for the winter. All right, so that is the beginning of the fall garden. And of course, we'll look over here and you can see my okra is still thriving. That's the pepper bed, just to get a whole view of it. My asparagus. The sugar cane we moved back here. As you can see, that's gotten pretty big, and some of the sugar cane has started to form there at the bottom, if you can see just the purple stalks down there. So sugar cane is doing pretty good. This is the garlic bed that we started just a couple of weeks ago, and as you can see, we have some sprouts coming through. Over there we have the red cabbage, and we have some onions, and I also put in some more beets in this bed right here. They're looking a little withered right now. I'm gonna have to water them. They're looking a little thirsty. And then I have back here, I have my Brussels sprouts and the other beets that we put in originally. The sweet potato bed, we will be harvesting that at the end of this month. And we'll see what we pull up out of here. As you can see, it is still thriving and growing, and none of the leaves really have turned yellow. So usually they take about 5 months to come to harvest. So we put them down the end of April. So end of September, yes, they will be harvested at the end of this month. And my okra plants that always get taller than me anyway. Beautiful flower right there. I love the flowers on the okra plants. And then we have the butter crunch. We have our kale. And we have our red sail lettuce in here also. So that's just a couple of things starting out our fall garden that we have going on right now. The watermelon plants are still dying back. We have a couple more watermelons on there. So we're just going to see if they're going to come to fruit before it completely dies off. So we've just kind of left it. But that's kind of what it looks like right now. But the watermelon patch did awesome this year. I was very, very pleased with how everything turned out in the watermelon patch. And as you can see, it's still growing. And there's a watermelon coming in there. And then there's a huge one over there. So we're just going to check and see, you know, what happens. Yeah, you just saw Max, one of my trusted assistants, walking through the garden with me today. And let's see. Just looking around. Everything looks good. Everything is doing good. This is my little experiment. As you know, I like to experiment. And that was the part of the okra plant that I took. Had a root on it. And I cut it back. And it's got some new green leaves on it now. Pineapple still thriving. And then over here, I have some eggplant that I need to harvest. Yum. That looks good. Got a few eggplant in there to harvest. Okay, now I guess on to what I was up to today. Seeking to add to the Upshur Oasis collection of plants. Today, it's a little noisy. I'm walking into the greenhouse, so I will talk just a little louder. Today, I planted my moringa and my papaya seeds. So, this is my moringa here. And then my papaya. So I'm going to look to see what happens with that. And this is just a peek inside the greenhouse. Like I was telling you, we did the roof. You can see a little better here. Takes a little of the heat out of here, so it feels really, really good in here right now. Got the fan going, and it's registering at about 90 degrees. So that's pretty good. Then we have our insulation going in for the winter. And I do have a couple of little pepper plants in here. I have a habanero, red habanero. I have a couple cayenne plants. That tomato plant decided it was going to come back. Then this is another red habanero, I do believe. I have jalapeno, and a cayenne. So it's a couple of plants in here right now. Like I said, I think it was very hot in here. So a lot of the plants didn't do as well as I was hoping they would. But you live and you learn. It's all about learning, growing, and experimenting and seeing what works and modifying and going from there. You know, you're going to have successes, you're going to have failures. But I still love my greenhouse, and I'm looking forward to overwintering our plants. That's always an exciting time. The other thing I'm going to do today is, when my sister and I went to Charlottesville, we visited Carter Mountain. So, orchard in Charlottesville, Virginia. Oh my God, it was awesome. If you want to see an orchard, visit Carter Mountain in Charlottesville. What an experience. While I was there, I got some peaches. And the peaches were delectable. Oh my goodness. They were finger licking good. They were juicy. They were sweet. They were awesome. So what I did is, from about 4 of the peaches, I kept the seeds. There's the seeds. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to crack these little pods open. And I am going to see if I can get a peach tree started. I have 4 seeds. We will see, you know, how many I might be able to get. I might be able to get 1. I might be able to get none. I might get 3. I might possibly get 4. Who knows? But here again, I do like to experiment. So that's the other thing that I'm going to be doing today. And probably just doing some harvesting. I do have some okra that I can harvest over here. The okra plant is still producing. I'll probably cut that back probably at the end of this month also. So those are just some things that's going on here in the Upshur Oasis. I did have a surprise this morning when I came in the greenhouse. This is where we were growing our ginger, and it seemed like it had died off. And this morning when I came in, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little green sprout there. So I said, maybe the ginger hasn't died. I didn't know. It didn't seem like it had done very much of anything. Sorry, there was a spider web there. I didn't want to walk into the spider. It didn't seem like it had done much of anything, but it was coming back. And also there's the one that's outside that looked like it had died. And as you can see, it's got new sprouts. So we'll try again for our ginger and see how that works out. So I just wanted to give you a little walkthrough today, give you a little update, just let you know what I was doing. Of course, I'll keep you updated on the moringa, the papaya, and also my lemon seeds. I'm going to try two different methods with the lemon seed. With the peach. Sorry, with the peach seeds. I'm going to do a paper towel method for two, and then the other two I'm going to put directly into soil. So we'll see which sprouts, which doesn't. Just be up to whatever it decides it's going to do. But that's about it for today. Don't really have anything else to show you. We'll probably just do just a little walkthrough and just look at everything. Probably sometime this week. I'll do another video. So as for right now, I am signing off. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing to Island Girl Gardening. Have a blessed week, y'all.